All right, welcome back to Remnant 2. I've made a few changes. Yeah, I've done a little bit of off-camera exploring. Also given up Doggo in favor of a new class, Engineer, and we have our second class, Challenger, which means our melee combat skills should be better, plus the engineering armor. Taking from the helmet, an overwhelming amount of information shines within the helmet's display, the vast majority of it incomprehensible. Whether it's because it's a foreign language or the helmet has been damaged by whatever destroyed this place is anybody's guess. House Lithia acquired knowledge beyond anything the other houses could imagine, while the rest of us spent ageless eons searching for signs of life that didn't exist. The Zul's field of study was right in front of them at all times. I can stop doing that. Ignition body plate. The Zul were engineers and builders, but this armor was made to withstand a grenade blast. Was it built for safety or something else? Phaedra poured all of their resources into making themselves more dangerous, more lethal, even though we never once encountered a threat outside of Nerud. Meanwhile, the other houses became suspicious. Some took their own precautions should the Praetor get our unified purpose. Lake Greaves, designed for stability rather than speed. Plant your weight in these things and you'd be very difficult to move. While all other Drazier desired to travel to search this vast universe of ours for any sign of life, the Zul were content where they were. They served the greater good while at the same time being themselves fulfilled without ever leaving the Rood's metal hull. Mission's gloves. A tingle runs across your palm within these gloves, like bugs skittering over your hand. Everything within Nerud was constructed by machines, most of them microscopic. It's astounding that such a massive monument be built by something so small. Yet, did not the Drazier create a star in the same way? Through cooperation, there's nothing a species cannot accomplish. So yeah, plus we've got the new rifle, the plasma cutter. I've been making upgrades already. The tool can be used to construct a machine, and it can also be used to destroy one. The plasma cutter is one of the few weapons to receive the approval of all Drazier, especially after the Custodian's rebellion, where destroying Drazier machines became essential. With only two notable exceptions, the Custodian has always served the Drazier willingly, even helping us design the means of its own destruction. It was never naive to this, but a willing partner. I've had many years to consider the parables between our dismantling of the Custodian and what our Creator has done to the Drazier. Parallels. It fires high energy blasts. That's a good one. It's the beam cannon from the first game, just with better options. I just gotta under these necklaces and accessories. Detonation trigger. The glowing red button blinks every so often, begging to be pressed. It takes all of your willpower not to do so yet. Nerud was not merely a vessel, but a functioning ecosystem equipped with every propensity for life and extinction. Through the life we sought grew hostile. Increased explosion damage by 25%, explosions imply burning. Camouflage. Corded bullion ligatures connect the semiconductive bioelectric ingresses, causing the electromagnetic compression chamber to produce pressurized potential kinetic injury, or something like that. Drazier have endured and overcome countless tribulations in the search for life beyond Earth. The Ellipsis Star was the apotheosis of an entire species, and all that it had dreamed, hoped, and achieved. In these terms, I can fathom the Seeker's decision for what else could they have done. Direct damage to enemies and any additional damage within 2 seconds is reduced by 50%. Nice. Once the defensive buff fires all incoming damage to where it's increased. Ooh. Yeah, no, it's oops. We picked up a few more. Blasting cap ring. Nodules on this ring detect explosive force, then blast out of the ring to add to its destructive energy. They also regenerate from within the ring shortly afterwards. Now this makes sense, but neither does anything else in this place. Even the Seekers sometimes question the purpose of the Fader class. What was there for warriors when all Drazir were united in singular purpose? But the Drazir are not a singular consciousness, and our unity was sometimes more optimism than reality. The Fader found frequent enough uses for the balance. This exploding damage by 10%. Deep pocket ring. It makes no physical sense, but you're absolutely certain when you wear this ring, your pockets are deeper, every bag, satchel, and cartridge you carry. Although Drazir never mastered the secret of traveling to other dimensions, we did create our own tiny capsule worlds with nothing in them except for space that wasn't there before. Ammo reserves increased by 25%. That's a good thing. What's this? The Embrace of Shahala. Originally designed to subdue livestock for transport, the Praetor used this technology to great effect when a previous version of the Custodian turned against the Vizier. Centuries ago, the Custodian we designed to care for us took control of Nerud's core functionality, turned our own machines against us. It was a failure we should have foreseen and took steps to prevent afterwards. During the conflict, however, the Praetor were, for lack of a better term, ecstatic. Wear gains 5% incoming damage reduction for each negative status effect or blight they're suffering. 9.4. Excess coil. Coil tracks the user's focus somehow. When that focus strays from the threats around it, coil activates to pick up the slack. When Nerud jumped into Ellipsis Terra, the Custodian tried its best to protect the Drazir from unexpected ravages of its energies. In the end, it's only an AI, a created thing, never saved its creators from a thing they themselves did not imagine. Activating skills grants shield, 25% maximum health. That's technical. So, last 10 seconds. The vacuum seal. Tell yourself it's not a black hole. It can't be. A black hole even the size of a pin would destroy this entire world. Wouldn't it? It's not a black hole. Why does this suck light like that? There's no power source in the universe greater than that of Ellipsis Terra. A normal black hole produces so much dark energy that it can sustain its own existence, but Ellipsis Terra produces enough energy to sustain both itself, Nerud, and all the stars in the universe a trillion times over. Increase the automatic pickup range of scrap by 100%. Picking up scrap. Iron or ammo gets a shield. Ooh. I feel like that's ripe for abuse. For me, I also picked up a few of these. Almost just a shielded heart. A micro miniaturized shield generator. It's the same kind that protects Nerud, not the ones that protect the ship from space, but those that protect the ship within from the powerful star at its core. Nerud is rife with redundancies. One cannot transplant an entire species from a planet to the void without accounting for endless contingencies. Unfortunately, the Custodian was in charge of most such contingencies. The Custodian has its own redundancies, of course, but it has always been Nerud's greatest point of vulnerability. Unused grants shield 100% of max health, lasts 20 seconds, and the shield is removed by damage. But it doesn't heal. I'm actually tempted to go back to the Dragon Heart. Actually, I think I like the Crystal Heart better than anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Got so many relics too. Stamina. Reduce stamina cost. Alright, so we're essentially kind of going in blind. Now, the only max or most heavily regenerated weapon I have at the moment Jesus Christ, I'm tired. Sorry. The most upgraded weapon I have right now is the submachine gun, which I'm currently using in my handgun slot. The plasma cutter is not nearly as well upgraded, nor is the sword. But that's because I've been running into a money problem where I can't afford the upgrades. Either because I'm... Oh, it looks like we're just going to go straight to a boss fight. Okay. Maybe. That is,
How intriguing. It would seem this twisted world is not yet depleted of surprises.
that is a big
I
question.
greet you, then, and welcome you to the realm of the Fae, or what so remains. I am Nimue, artisan, seer, goddess of the Fae, and counselor to the one true king. Or so I was. Still, it is my gift to see what cannot be seen, and to forge what cannot be forged. So then, strange one, what brings you thus before me?
Yeah, we got an achievement. I'm searching for the world's most powerful creatures. They have something I
You are not the only soul seeking answers thus. There was another, a denizen of these kingdoms twain, and my answer for him was that which I now tell you. You have been marked as prey, like a grazing beast in the eyes of a creature unlike anything else in this twined world. The once beautiful Nightweaver.
So you're saying I'm being hunted?
Just so. The scent is as strong on you as it was on him. You cannot escape her. She may not come for you now, but she will come. When she finds you, you cannot survive. Unless you might hunt her first. Seek her out, strange one. Carry the heart of one of her recent victims to her realm, and slay her before she begins the hunt. Perhaps she is a powerful creature of the kind you seek. I can send you to her hunting grounds. It is the only aid I will grant, though it bring you more hardship than help.
What can you tell me about the hunting ground?
Be warned. Said grounds are ruled only by chaos and discord. There is much to fear besides the creature herself. Be certain you are prepared.
What is the Nightweaver?
A goddess, strange one. The everlasting goddess of dreams. Beloved and beatified by all Fae. Alas, she is no longer thus. When our world was debauched, so also was she. We are all of us lost in this colloidal kingdom.
Dreamers are how we got stuck in this mess in the first place, so I'm not surprised that she's also gone corrupted. What do I do once I have the heart?
Seek out her nest. It will be a place of untold woe and suffering. Indeed, you must have passed through this dwelling already to have her mark upon you thus.
I'm ready to send me the hunting grounds.
So it shall be. Fare thee well, strange one.
I think the statue we have counts as our heart. No dog to distract or warn
Here
us
they
of
come.
anything. What the shit?
Watch out!
See, I said the plasma cutter hasn't been upgraded. So it has ammo, but it has such a big magazine capacity. They actually gave it a medium as well. Fallen child. Is that literally a pig dog? Well, that looks like a Fedor. Okay, what does the rest of this place look like? Doesn't look like much at all. Excuse me? So, if there's nothing else in this other alley, then I head through that door and hopefully sort this mess out.
Kill the outsiders!
Shouldn't be doing
Don't let him escape!
They're here! Outsiders are coming!
We're fine. Could have been better. Yeah, unfortunately, that's kind of the problem with the... until it's with the plasma cutter, until it's upgraded, it's not particularly effective. I mean, in general, it's okay.
Attack!
We're done.
Got you, outsider.
No healing doggo. Where did you go?
There they are!
Pardon?
This bullet's got your name!
Holy hell!
Yeah, that was,
Intruder! There! Kill
Lady. Oh crap. What? What hit me?
What's that? Here! Don't let them escape!
Interesting that everything that interrupts the beam bounces.
Here they come.
Now, what I discovered was that when I was using the dog and using the cutter, is that the dogs, even if you're shooting over his head, the dog will interrupt the cutter. That was one of the reasons I wanted to try something else. That, and I get the access to other. Yeah, that. Get access to other abilities like Fortify, which increases my armor effectiveness, and of course Strong Back, which gives me a bonus to. Which will allow me to do controls here once I get to the next level.
Show 'em what you're made of!
Or don't, I'm fine. Ourselves.
Come towards
What
this!
the hell? Okay, I'm sorry about that. That was I don't know what that was.
You think dead thing?
Looks like my cast schedule might be up to its old tricks again.
Come in, Bran!
Could take a look at this particular episode. Oh, look it up.
They've come for us! Kill them first!
Don't let them escape!
This is a rat's nest.
Here they are! hell!
Yeah. It's like the whole town's against me or something. Okay. Oh, a box of stuff. Ooh, what's that? Nope, nope, nope. Not gonna do the slow ladder thing. I'm gonna smash this. There we go. There we go. Oh, it's long gun now. Okay. I thought it was a quest item. Oh, no hood and goodies. Alright. Guess we're done.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, I guess we're going that way. Means I need to go back and see what that does. Alright, pause, I'll pick it up when I get inside. Okay, the council.
Real pretty. Yeah, I don't trust this place.
I also had to switch back to the assault rifle just because I don't think I need more time to upgrade the plasma cutter at this point. I don't think it's outputting enough damage to keep up with enemy health. Yeah, the place has got like forged beauty. Forged. It's a stark beauty. It's like gold, filigree, and silver mirror. Everything's got mirrored surfaces on it. It is exceedingly disconcerting, just across the board. And the only real hints of color are the crystals and the yellowish gold. What was that?
Damn it. Well, at least that's over.
Yeah, and that does give me a general idea of what fleets look like and how they function. It's not good. There's another one of those fountains. Arcane Strike while I'm waiting on the So when you switch out of your chosen classes, you can still, if you can gain mastery over the class skills, you can still use the class skills, like kinship that I have, but they lose all their ranks and you have to go and put them again manually, which is a little obnoxious. I also feel like the AI director's getting a lot more aggressive. Now I have been doing 3 adventure runs on Survivor. That shouldn't have any effect on regular. That's the theory. The game has proven itself to be way faster. And I'm stuck. Hopefully this gives regeneration properties and doesn't kill me. Nice. Gives a lot of regeneration properties. Move the robust. Nope, I'm gonna call it changing over to survival difficulty in adventure mode. Broken AI. Story I would like to go through this, or not, I'll just go back and forth because there's an issue here. Wouldn't let me roll through the door.
Holy hell! Yeah!
Definitely a reload speed increase. Because this is getting ridiculous. Takes forever to reload. Oh, they both go down. It's just which door do you want to come out of? Okay. I thought they kept going up. I was confused. Don't need any help. Go away. Wow. And they didn't even give me any more ammo. Gates. Any other game, that would be a secret wall. Actually, I think it is a secret wall. It's just that I don't know how to open it yet. Yeah, if you can get a couple of good headshots off them. Come on, I just did this.
Come on.
Okay, that's a key item. Plain ribbon. Oh right, I forgot about the ring I picked up. Ring of the Robust. The moment you put on this ring, it makes you feel surprisingly heavy. Heavier still when you find yourself in danger. Even so, it doesn't feel like a burden in such situations, but a source of strength. Chandala and the Sarillians withstood the One True King's interruptions for unending years. It seems the harder the king tried to subdue them, the more stubborn they became. Increased max health by 10 and armor by 15. That's pretty good. Plain ribbon. Soft ribbon slides pleasantly between the fingers. It's made of some fabric that is neither silk nor velvet, but maintains the pleasure feeling of both. The Fae are not monsters, whatever the one true king may say of us. We laugh, we love, we feast, we sing. Why we even give ourselves in marriage. We are life lived to the full. It is only that, for some, that is more than they can bear. Engineer level up. What does that get? It's just like fish drinking the water. Okay. Oops. Increase skill damage by 5%. Heavy weapons gain 5% ammo capacity. And 2.5 health. This is conspicuous. Well, I did something. I don't know what I did, but I did something.
Yeah.
Maybe there's more to this than just the ribbon. It mentioned something about a marriage ceremony, so maybe that's what I know. And I've cleared this place out. I would certainly hope so, considering the amount of trouble I had getting in here. Truth of the Ceruleans. We arrived at the Ceruleans Mountains community in the 13th day of the Turn of Debts. Corpses decorated the cliffside road, some no older than a few days, and the smell of feces struck us long before the village came into view. Of the Ceruleans themselves, I knew only that they were rebels, perhaps terrorists, led by a firebrand who had rejected the one true king and his laws. They reject all laws, you had said. I expected them to have killed each other by now, yet they live on. You are the only one I can trust in the Millennium. The only good among all your people. I must know whether the Ceruleans' defiance leads them to prosper or wither. Are they hope for your kind or despair? And so I came prepared for objectivity, but also for the worst. For my love for you was brazen and sure. The sight of the village did little to dissuade me. Their homes are but dead branches balanced on precarious piles, their farms a little more than yellowing potted bushes and trees. The streets are virtually paved with excrement, and the Fae who lived here are sad, hollow creatures. Man, this is long. They'd seen enough. These were not the hope of the Fae. If anything, they were proof of the need for law. The order to turn around was on my lips when we were attacked. Malnourished as they were, the Ceruleans overpowered us, slaughtered my royal guard, and held me to the ground with 5 spears in my throats. That was how I met Chandala. She stood over me, blotting out the sun. She was as emaciated as any of her people, yet her eyes glistened, and her countenance bore a furious strength I had never seen in a Fae. I know why you're here, she said. The one true king hopes to wipe us out. I spat at her. I came to observe, to judge, but whether you kill me or not now, your actions have ensured your destiny. Humph. She frowned, seemingly uncertain what to make of me. We have only defended ourselves. By murdering my delegation, kill me too and be done with it. There's no need, for you are not like the others. She grabbed the head of one of my dead guards by his hair, turning it so I could see a tattoo on his neck. The Omnicilla, symbol of the royal executioners. You say you came to observe, that you traveled with assassins. Words left me. I did not know they were assassins. I had thought ours to be a mission of peace, their duty defensive only. After several seconds of my silence, Chandala said, "Take her away." They left me inside a small tent of stretched dropper hide. I don't know how long I sat there, hours, days perhaps. My thoughts were my prison. I could think of no reason for you to send mercenaries with me, let alone to keep their presence secret from me. I can think of no explanation to exonerate you. The suns rose and fell before I found strength to move. I was cold, and the smell of roast meat and canyon peppers tripped me from my stupor. I pushed open the flap and saw a small bonfire in the center of the village. There was no guard. All the Ceruleans sat at the fire. Tentatively, I stepped out and walked toward the flames. Several of them saw me, yet paid little attention. The fire did not feel like a celebration. Jubhawk meat turned on a spit, but no one sang or drank or told stories. They sat in several isolated groups, muttering between themselves about nothing. On the opposite side of the fire, 2 began chatting. One drew a knife and sliced the other across the throat. Then he sat back down and wiped the knife on his leggings as though nothing had happened. No one reacted, not even to move the body. I was wondering when you'd emerge. Chandala appeared next to me. I jumped in fright, my attention fully absorbed by the murder. I alone seemed to notice. She followed my gaze. "Still observing us, are you?" "I thought I was a prisoner," I said. "We don't keep prisoners." She gestured for me to follow as she walked to the corpse and dragged him to the nearest slope. "We don't restrict freedoms here. That's the whole point. We will not repeat we will not repeat his tyranny." She dropped the corpse down the hill and into the dark. The one true king is no tyrant. He loves us. He protects us. From what, I pray? From what, pray? I gazed in the dark as though I could see the corpse on the road below. From ourselves. Chandala sat on the log, far from the others. He indicated me to join her. "Tell me truly, what is the one true king to you?" I met her eyes and was surprised to see empathy rather than accusation. "My savior," I said, and I told her how my uncle used to beat me and violate me until the day I was rescued and placed into your service. Chandala did not speak for a time. The firelight glinted off the tears on her cheeks. "I'm sorry you had to go through that," she said finally. "No one should have to face such horrors. I owe him my life. He set me free." "Free to serve him." She placed a hand on mine. "Had we not belittled your rescue, that was a good and needed thing. But you are still not free, not truly. I serve because I wish it." "Is that so?" Chandala asked, though not accusingly. "And what if you wished otherwise? Would he grant it to you? Would he let you live here, for example, free of all constraints? Or would he send his mercenaries to retrieve you?" Her meaning was well taken. "I don't know. I've never wished it. Yet I do," she said, and so do all who live here. And the answer was assassins. and his answer was assassins. I did not know what to say to that. There must have been a reason. Their laugh came like a song of cherry doves. Oh yes, all things happen for his reasons. Is that not so? We harm no one out here, yet he will not suffer anyone to live outside his rule. Your existence causes the others to question, he said, knowing this to be your utmost concern. He worries about those who might fall under your influence against their best interests, but not against their will. Her face grew stern, but not, I thought, because of me. He fears what will happen if the Fae question him, yet unquestioned belief is mere dogma, and service in fear of punishment is slavery. Her words struck true, and I immediately saw danger in them. In that moment, I understood why you sent assassins. I stared into the fire. The flames leapt past the roasted jubhawk, licking the night air with both destruction and warmth. I, too, was beaten and violated, not by my uncle, but by my father, a member of the council. He believed he was doing the king's will, hurting me when I misbehaved, punishing the fayness within me to make me good. Now it was she who stared in the fire, her eyes glistening moistly in its light. I killed him. I freed myself, but that's not how the council saw it. She turned to me, her gaze so sharp and demanding that I had to look away. You say he loves us, yet he kills those who displease him, giving them no hope for repentance. Is that how you treat the ones you love? No answer. A piece of jubhawk meat fell into the fire, sending up a cloud of sparks and choking smoke. I said nothing. The one true king believes there is inescapable evil in all of us, Shandala continued. He tries to control it, to drive it out through fear and punishments. That is not love, but abuse. The choking smoke cloud consumed the jubhawk. Still, I said nothing. Shandala's words suffocated my own. True love, Shandala said, her voice softening, is unconditional. Wishes others joy in freedom, knowing that the former cannot exist without the latter. That is why I fled. That is why I created this community. Here we are free. There is no king here but ourselves. But your village is sick, I said, not deigning to look at her. The corpses on the road, excrement in the street, murder in front of your very eyes. She nodded through it all. I know, we are not good, not always, and some of us not ever. But has the king's subjugation uprooted our evil, or does it merely hide it? Goodness cannot be forced, it must be learned, practiced like an instrument, where one has the freedom to make mistakes and learn from them. True love does not track the evils of others, it hopes for good instead. The smoke had consumed the jubhawk meat, now lifted, dissipating in the air. Stars glistened through the blackness like shining festival lights. There's good here, friend, Shandala said, and more will come. Stay with us a while and see. She stretched out her hand, though I could hardly see it through my tears. I placed my hand in hers, our fingers weaving together. I did not know what I would see, for her village of rebels was, and is, truly sick in many ways. But I have never experienced this love she spoke of true and unconditional. I want to try. So I returned your messengers back to you, Lord King. The Ceruleans removed his tongue. I could not stop them, but I could give him this tale for your eyes alone. Please do not send another. These are my people, as all Fae are my people. I will not turn my back on any of them, least of all these battered by the system that I helped maintain. You did rescue me, and for that I'm forever thankful, but my love requires more. I must discover what it is. Oof. Alright. That was a lot. Alright, we're gonna step through the looking glass, Alice. Because, why not? And whatever we encounter on the other side will probably mean the end of the video. Yeah, I figured it was gonna be a boss fight. What do you mean in combat? That was something. Yeah, Maybe in a separate video. I'm not reading it. Oh, this is a full map. Okay. I'm going to call it a video because we've got quite a lot left to go through before we hit the boss. Looks like we've got a full, or at least most of the map to wander through. So I'm going to call it a video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.